Fearing a lack of the chemistry, I'm really fucking with all of your energy. Highly pursued, but I don't let it get to me. They say the start of us might be the end of me. I don't read minds, but I see signs. Johnny and June and we walking the line. Remember
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another video. I'm Chris, and today we're talking about adding a closet to a room. Well, actually expanding the master closet into the guest closet, and then adding a new closet for the guest room. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how I did that. Let's jump into it. So before you start working on your house, you got to plan, right? So I had planned a lot on expanding my master closet and taking over this guest room because the two butt up against one another. So the idea was to take the master, expand it to the guest, and then expand it more into this other room. And so we would have an L-shaped closet, and we would have room for a his and her side, basically. And then we would make a smaller closet for this other room. Now, I already put out a video on this master closet and how it turned out. This is kind of part 2 on the guest closet. So go check that other video out and subscribe for more home renovation stuff. For this build, we started off adding some walls. So we had a smaller wall, and then we started adding a bigger wall. And I needed to butt up the wall against the sheetrock, so I needed to cut the baseboards up a little so that they could go all the way to the sheetrock, level it out, and then nail it in to studs. Now I did check to see if there were studs in this area before choosing my spot. So make sure you do that, or you have to find a way to connect the studs to your house. This is the first time that I've put up a wall, and it was pretty easy. I just got 2x4s from Home Depot. A couple of them were kind of crooked, as you can see. I just measured the distance between the floor and the ceiling and shoved it in. Used a 2x4, that actually helped a lot. You can use a hammer or whatever to get it into place if you're a little snug. One of the things you'll see me doing here is putting wood over my existing floor. My existing floor is tile, and a lot of people might give me crap for this. I'm sure YouTube will blow up in the comments because people are like, you shouldn't do that. Well, I did it.
I'm really fucking with all of your energy, highly pursued.
In order for me to stick my wood to the tile, I could use adhesive or find out some way to fasten it to the concrete underneath the tile. So I actually did both methods. The small wall, I used adhesive, and then the big wall, I ended up drilling holes through my wood and through the tile, and then I used this awesome method to fasten it. Check it out. That worked out great. Pre-drilling the tile, pre-drilling the wood, shooting it right through, worked out great. I did 4 of them. That shot going off kind of scares you. It's like, but it worked. And this thing is not moving. Buddy, where's the smile?
He's sleepy.
Yeah.
We were getting coffee with a friend. He was playing in the dirt so Daddy could put up the wall.
Might smell like gunpowder in here. Because I shot some stuff.
You shot a gun?
Yeah.
In here?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did, actually.
What?
It's a 22, but it shoots nails into the ground.
Oh my gosh.
So, as you can see, that method actually works pretty good. My wall is super sturdy. No tile was cracked during this process. So make sure that you drill holes through it, or you will get cracked tile. Or just remove the tile and then put the wood onto your foundation. One of the things I did before putting up these walls completely is removing the door of the old closet. Now the old closet, I wanted to reuse the door frame and the trim, so I took it off really carefully with my knife and then with a couple tools just to pry off the trim, and I saved most of the pieces there. The door frame came out pretty easy. The door came out pretty easy. I had to move a light switch, which, once again, go check out my other video on this little process. I'm not an electrician, so be careful if you're doing stuff like this. Next up, I did the classic, you know, adding the sheetrock and then taping it and doing the drywall and adding a thin layer of sheetrock, a thin layer of sheetrock mud, and I really enjoy the kind of California classic modern style where it's basically just flat with a little bit of texture, and so I just go with that for the outside of this, even though it doesn't match the whole room. So after I got all the walls up, I did start putting in the door before the sheetrock, I believe, and so the door frame is going to hang out a 1/2 inch on each side of your stud. So it is easier to just do this while the sheetrock is after it's already up, so that you can put the door jamb even with the sheetrock and you don't have to do any guessing games like I did. But I ended up getting it up pretty easy, checked the levelness of it, checked to see if the door closed, and all pretty good, pretty easy. After all the sheetrock was done and the mudding was done, I put up the baseboards, and I used actually the baseboards from the old wall in part of my old closet and just cut the pieces, cleaned them up a little bit, and so I reused that trim for this, and that was awesome because I had bought some but it was the wrong height, so this worked out perfectly great. And then I used wood filler to fill in the holes, sanded a little bit, and then I painted.
Choose your character, bro. The painter, the bro. The paint, the bro. The paint, the bro. The painter.
I painted the trim white, and then I painted this beautiful terracotta. It's orange, burnt orange, basically. My wife liked this color, and I love it. It actually looks really great. This is my son's room, so it's very manly, but honestly, you could put it in a boy's or a girl's room or your room. Like, it looks pretty fantastic. One of the special things I did for this room was to put a little diagonal design in the wall. It didn't work the best, as you can see. Now, from a distance, it looks great, but if you look close, it looks pretty not very clean. So make sure you get the correct painter's tape. Just know that sometimes it cannot turn out great, and that's super annoying because it's just super annoying. I hate when it's not clean cut lines that you hope it to be. One of the last things I did was to put in the shelf and the rod for this closet. Now, these things were from the old closet, so I just took the two end pieces. I used the brad nailer to put it into the wall, and then I cut the railing to the exact length, and then I cut a shelf out of 3/4 plywood. It looks great. This is, once again, it's a small closet, but it does the trick. It makes this an official bedroom according to, state guidelines, I think. I hope it doesn't have to be like a certain square footage of a closet. I should be good. So that about wraps this closet up. This project has been multiple months in the making, between planning, doing the guest closet, finishing the master closet, doing sheetrock, doing all this stuff, all the painting, all this stuff. It's a lot, but I'm glad this project is getting wrapped up, and now we can put Buddy's stuff back in the closet, and then we can move on to the next project, which I'm getting excited about. We have some fun stuff coming up, so make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and I appreciate y'all being around. I will see y'all out there.
There's a smile. There's a smile for the camera.
See y'all later.
Goodbye.
Love you, buddy.